AutoCAD 2024 to you, and let's get into it. My name is Charles, and work for company Micrographics, and we'll introduce AutoCAD to you in a moment. Right, so the AutoCAD is kind of designed now for the challenges of today. It's also looking at the tech for tomorrow, especially in machine learning and AI. So it focuses on that as well as additional other functionality. Right. So there's basically three ideas behind all the new features: accelerating your design and creativity, tailoring your functionality, and then also connect your designs experiences to basically other stakeholders. Right, so let's look at the first one, called accelerating creativity. And then the idea behind that is to quickly innovate solutions and with the help of machine learning, assist you to improve your productivity and creativity. Alright, so with the technology enhancements within AutoCAD, it basically speeds things up when you open and switch between models, taking advantage of newer processing power, etc. So it's much faster than older releases. Right, so the first first enhancement that I want to highlight is basically the insights, activity insights. Where that comes in is it's just a switch that you turn on, and it allows you to record your actions, who did what, in a database outside of AutoCAD. And maybe if one person deletes something, it then gets recorded, and everybody knows that that person worked on the drawing at that date and time, as well as anybody else after that. So it basically records who does what. It's got a user input, so it knows who opened that drawing and then did what in that drawing. You can also, if you rename the drawing in Windows Explorer, it'll also record that in the database. So it kind of in the background just runs, and you've got a history of what who did what on that drawing, which is great for troubleshooting. Right, then there's also an advisor that basically learns what you do and suggests how you can improve your workflow. If you're making copies, or you copies and then rotate, it might suggest a tool called rotate and copy that is a sub-command within the rotate command, to copy an object and rotate it. Right, so it might see and suggest insights to improve productivity. Right, then also some of the automation has been sped up, especially the counting of blocks, as well as the placement and reusing of content. So that is tested, and it's much faster than in previous releases. Right, then there's a great tool. As you tediously place components, AutoCAD actually learns how you place them, and if you're placing them in future, it will just snap into the right spot. So it allows you to very quickly add similar blocks that you've placed before. So it learns what you're doing, and it kind of wants to help you placing those items in future. So it kind of wants to snap to the correct item when you place the same block in that position. Right, obviously speeding up your workflow. Right, then also the placement of blocks. It'll suggest placing of blocks. So if you click a chair and you want to replace it, it'll have some suggestions so that you can replace the block if you require that. Right, so there is some time-saving tools that as you select an object and you want to place, it will just kind of automatically search for other chairs, in this case, for instance. All right, for you to place from. Okay, so that's a little bit of a accelerating of the workflows. Now we're looking at tailored functionality, and in particular, they have increased all the tool sets that are available, but we'll talk about that just now. There are 7 tool sets, and they've done tests where it is increasing your workflow if you're in a specific industry by more than 60% using these tool sets. Right, there's 2 parts to this. The architectural, engineering and construction tool set is the one part, and if you perhaps in a MEP or doing a mechanical, electrical and plumbing tasks, you can install the MEP toolset. It has some automation creating ducts and pipes and cable trays, and you can use those to enhance your productivity over the vanilla AutoCAD. So use these tool sets, and you can really increase your productivity. Right, there's obviously others: architectural and plant and Map 3D, GIS, and also the raster design. Right, the other side of the tool sets are the manufacturing or product design and manufacturing tool set, and especially those 2 on the left, the mechanical and electrical tool set, and then also obviously raster design. Now obviously if you use these tool sets or you know them, you can really increase your productivity doing these particular tasks because of hundreds of parts and automation and symbols that you can use in these tool sets. Right, then awesome news support. We all know the M series chip has been released a year or 2 ago in the Mac in the Apple world, and AutoCAD for Mac now supports the M chip. Right, so that's a great enhancement. In the past, you had to install additional tools to generate support thereof, but they've, with the increase or the support of the M series chip, which is much faster in the Apple environment, so AutoCAD also for Mac has overall performance increased by more than 200% or twice this the actual speed of the previous versions. Right, now we're looking at the connected design experience, and for that I'm going to just talk about there's some additional tools that's coming, basically the AutoCAD for web, but let me just talk about some of the other tools that's come in. Right, now with the enhancement of other apps like the AutoCAD for web, you can do your markups anywhere. You can even do it by hand and then scan it in as a PDF and then superimpose it over your existing drawings, and AutoCAD will recognize those markups. It recognizes strike-throughs, text, and then you could easily just replace that with the markups that it recognizes as text. Right, so there's multiple tasks and enhancements within the markup import and assist toolset. Right, and then there's also automation that's now been added to, which is called AutoLisp. It's been around in the full version of AutoCAD for years, but it's now also enabled on the AutoCAD on the web, or AutoCAD web, which is a great enhancement. So you can do automation on in your browser, and AutoCAD in your browser, which is great. The AutoLisp also has been added to AutoCAD LT, so you can also do automation in AutoCAD LT, which it never could before. Right, as I mentioned, AutoCAD for web is now AutoCAD is on the mobile, so you can at any time edit and mark up drawings on your mobile devices, which just increases the whole productivity in the ecosystem. So a lot of times people are on site and whatever, and they can just very quickly add or markups and communicate ideas back to the office. Right, so that's the AutoCAD portfolio, the full version, LT version. It's obviously the watered down, no 3D, no ability to add third-party apps to the AutoCAD LT, and then also we have AutoCAD for web, which you can edit and you can mark up your AutoCAD drawings. Right, so thank you for listening. I hope those new features will help you in future. We'll also install AutoCAD 2024, and then also do a couple of live demos in future webinars. All right, so thank you very much. See you on the next